Hello guys, this is your teacher Nicholas and today we are going to work on present continuous, okay? Remember that present continuous is with ing, okay? Ando, endo, indo. Okay, let's continue. And the verbs that we always used, that is important to have, is the verb to be. And do you remember what is the verb to be? Am, is and are, okay? So remember that we use am with the person I, we use is with the persons she, he, it, and we use are with the persons we and they, okay? So these verbs are very important in the grammar structure. Let's see. I am going to explain to you how to create questions, negative sentences, and affirmative sentences. So let's start with questions. Okay, here we have the questions, and this is the formula for you to create questions using present continuous. Okay, so always it is not obligatory, but in case your sentence have where, what, where, why, this is a WH question, okay? Now we continue with the verb to be. Remember, this is the verb to be, and depending on the persons we are talking about, we use the verb, okay? Then we have the person or the subject, then we have the verb with ing and the complement, and of course the question mark. For example, what, WH question, verb to be are, we, doing, with ing, now. ¿Qué estás haciendo ahora? Okay? Remember that we use the verb to be for situations that are happening in the moment, okay? For situations that happens now in the moment. Now, other example that we have here is what is your mother doing? ¿Qué está haciendo, doing your mother? ¿Qué está haciendo tu mamá? What is your mother doing? So we have what, the verb to be, because it's only one, we are talking about your mother, is one person, and the verb with ing, and there's no complement here. Other example is what is your sister doing? What is your brother eating? Okay? What is your brother eating? ¿Qué está comiendo tu hermano? And another one is in this situation we don't use WH question because it's not necessary. For example, is your sister playing with your niece? Okay, está tu hermana jugando, playing con tu sobrina. Okay, is your sister playing with your niece? So remember this structure for you to create questions with present continuous. Let's continue. We have a negative sentence here. We have the person, the verb to be negative. Okay, remember the verb to be negative, the verb with ing and the complement. So, for example, the negative of am is am not, am not. The negative for is not, is not. And the contraction is isn't, isn't. We have are not, and the contraction aren't, aren't. There we go. So remember these are the verb, the verbs, the verb to be with negative form. For example, my mother isn't working now. Mi mamá no está working, trabajando ahora. My mother isn't working now. Or for example, we aren't eating. Nosotros no estamos comiendo, eating. We aren't eating. Or my sister isn't cooking. Mi hermana no está cocinando. ing. So we use the ing for ando, endo, indo. Okay? So remember always, if you see here, the verb to be can be negative or affirmative is very important in the sentence. Okay? Let's continue with affirmative sentence. With affirmative sentences, and we have the person, the verb to be, the verb with ing, and the complement. That is very easy. It's like I am studying English. Yo estoy estudiando inglés. She is writing. She is writing. Ella está escribiendo, ando, endo, indo. They are thinking. Ellos están pensando. Thinking. And my mother is reading. Okay? So do you guys remember in what situations do we use present continuous? Yes, for situations that are happening now. Entonces utilizamos presente continuo para las situaciones o para las acciones que están pasando en el momento. Okay? For example, here we have this picture. She is working in the house. Ella está trabajando en la casa. And she isn't playing video games. Ella no está jugando videojuegos. Okay? Let's continue. Here we have this picture. And they are doing homework. Ellos están haciendo la tarea. And they aren't eating hamburger. Ellos no están comiendo hamburguesa. Another example is he is sleeping on his bed. He is sleeping on his bed. Él está durmiendo en su cama. And he isn't cleaning the house. Él no está limpiando la casa. All right. The last example is they are playing video games. Ellos están jugando videojuegos. Or they aren't helping people. They aren't helping people. Ellos no están ayudando gente. Okay. Now, today, this is all for today. Thank you very much, and I hope you understood about present continuous. I'll see you next class.